Sometimes my idiocy astounds me. Since I got my new microphones, and I filmed multiple videos with them, my dad told me, you can recharge these in the box when I got them. And I was like, yeah, it's true, you can. And I was like, why isn't it working? The lights aren't on when it's in there, when the mics are in there. I realized this evening, on the back of the mics are little sensors, which attach to these, bitch, stay open when I'm talking to you, which attach to these little thingamajigs, pointies in the bottom of the mic, cities, what, in the box, those are the charging sensors. When they're placed in there, they charge, as long as the box is charged. See, the light's on now. Shit's wild, right? Now, you may have noticed me freaking the fuck out about the Bellabeautebar and the Andrew Nicole collab, Ultraviolet, when we used it last. I am so in love with this palette. I talked to Dee Dee about this palette, and she was like, yeah, I really prefer the more bluey purples, and I'm like, that's what I've been saying! For real! That's so real. And I raved about this palette to her. I'm sure it's a little bit annoying, but at the same time, I can't help it. I have never felt so much joy when trying a product for the first time. You can tell how happy I am in that video. So, I'm very excited to try this again. I am going to glue my brows down and put primer on. I'm not going to forget primer this time. And I'm going to put my base on, and I will be right back. Please do not get this white paint on my nice, lovely holiday sweater. I have a vitamin C tablet in my mouth for the energy. I'm gonna go in with the shade Nobility for depth. Like the sounds I make when using this palette makes me feel sexual. The lack of fallout in this palette, ow, I just stabbed myself in the eye. The lack of fallout in this palette is so special to me. Alright, so now that we got this base laid down, we can start with using this here piece. This shade right here. There's a hair on my brush that looks suspiciously like a cat hair. Could Lord have mercy? Oh my goodness. What a beautiful array of colors. Oh, speaking of colors, I did cave and buy the Menagerie Cosmetics winter lipstick and topper. And I also got a red topper to go over Anthurium in preparation for Valentine's Day. I don't know why, but a lot of my looks tend to really fuck around November and December. I don't know what happens. Probably because I'm not in the heat. I hate summer because it's hot as fuck outside. I live in the deep south and it is not fun. Fuck, it gets up to 70 degrees in December now. I constantly feel like that one clip of King of the Hill where they're talking and Dale is denying climate change, I think, and Hank just looks at him, beer in hand. Dale, if it gets 1 degree hotter, I'm gonna kick your ass. And that is so real. I feel like this doesn't look much different from the last look, but that's okay. That's alright with me. You know what? The lip is gonna make it different. I don't know what we're gonna do for the lip. We might do the shade. What the fuck? What the fuck does that say? I'm dyslexic and also blind. Extravagance. Do you know how weird it is to figure out you have dyslexia at 20 years old? The first time it happened, like the jumbling of letters, like I genuinely could not fucking read it. I was scanning over like, what the fuck does this say? Could not read a single word correctly. There was this one time where I really realized I was dyslexic. It was me, my mom, and my grandma at a restaurant. It's time for the receipt. Grandma goes out to smoke. Mom takes a quick trip to the restroom, and I am left sitting on my own with the boxes, waiting for my mom to get back, because she's the one with the credit card. And the waiter brings me our receipt, and he's like, is all this right? Is this what you ordered? And I'm sitting here reading it over, internally being like, I don't know what the fuck any of this says. I can't read it. I don't know what order these words are in, but I can't read this. And so I look at him, I say, yeah, that's right. And I hand it back to him. I told my mom that immediately. I considered being like, yeah, I'm dyslexic. I can't read this. But my mom got back and I was like, hey, look over this receipt. Is it right? It's honestly really weird figuring it out at this age. It's also really weird. I have OCD, I believe. I'm not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I have OCD because my mom has OCD. And fuck if I didn't get the rest of my parents' mental illnesses, depression, anxiety, I don't know where the bipolar disorder came from, of autism, a menagerie. I'm pretty sure I have OCD because of the way I behave. I don't know if it's just me, but I have this habit where I will have a choice of something and I have to make a decision. And it's like menial little decisions, not like life-altering. But in my head, I'm like, okay, I have to pick the right one. Which option, when I pick it up, makes my head hurt less? Because it's weird. It's like a little thing in my brain. Sometimes, if I pick the wrong option, my head starts to hurt. But I'm just like, sometimes both options hurt. So I keep putting it down, picking up the other one, putting it down, picking up the other one, being like, no, I'm gonna die if I pick this one. Something bad's gonna happen. No. Honey, that's not normal. And figuring out you have that, because the symptoms have always been there. I used to have nightmares, recurring nightmares as a kid that would send me into full-blown panic attacks. Like, wake up, heart beating fast, don't know what's going on, panic attacks. I used to have those a lot. And usually what caused it was, there was this, like, specific dream I had where there was a bucket or something, a bowl of like tiny little things, and there was a lot of them in there, and somehow it would get knocked over, and I would see everything go on the floor, and I would be terrified of having to pick it up. It just, ooh, those were not pleasant. I had those ever since I was like a little kid. I was a very weird child. Very, very mentally ill child. That's why I can never have children. I do not ever intend to have children because, number one, I'm too selfish. Number two, I'm afraid that I would pass down my mental illnesses, and I can't deal with myself. I can barely deal with me being in my head. I get so tired of myself. I'm just like, why are you like this? What happened to you? I was dropped on my head as a baby. I really liked what I did with the all-purple contour. I'm debating whether I should do that today. Maybe I'll go lighter on the contour. Let's go lighter on the contour because that nose was looking a little rough. You know what? I can admit my faults. So I think I'm going to go in with a mix of this shade Serenity, just like the kids, and Peace. This eyeshadow is so beautiful. I'm just in awe. Like, this palette, I haven't tried the Strange Unusual palette that I already have, but I went to DD last night, or I guess it's been like 4 hours, but technically it's nighttime. It was like around midnight or something. But I went to DD, I was like, hey, I need your input on this, because I'm on the Bellabeautebar website looking at their palettes. I was wondering if you have any recommendations for like palettes that have a similar formula to yours. Because, you know, you never know with brands. They sometimes switch up their formulas, and different colors have different formulas. You never know. So, I trust Dee Dee. Dee Dee's my, like, makeup person that I look up to. Because I know she knows what she's talking about. And she works with Bellabeautebar very, very often. And her swatches of Bellabeautebar palettes are so good. Like, the palettes themselves are already so good. But she makes them look absolutely ethereal. And the look she does, oh. Oh, you gotta go. You gotta stop. Now, because one of these shades is so much darker and so much colder, like so much more blue than this one, it's not blending very well. But we can do this. We can make it work. I don't care. I like the color story. Such a beautiful palette. I will never shut the fuck up about this, by the way. Never. Oh, let me just tell you about an experience I had tonight. While I was talking to Dee Dee, I was like, yeah, I'm looking at this palette, and I'm looking at this one shade, and it's like just my type of shade. but I'm wondering, and I liked some of the shades as well, but I'm wondering if that's worth the entire $72. So I said, hold on, I'm gonna go see if they have that in a single shadow, and they do, but it's sold out. It's sold out. One of the only ones that was sold out. Alexa, play the world's smallest violin. I know some of these words. Some people might say that purple is not a wintry color or a holiday color. I say, fuck you. And also, the joy that invades my body when a brand responds to something I post, immeasurable. Immeasurable. Like, Menagerie Cosmetics replied to my story when I posted that I bought the winter collection. The Menagerie Cosmetics lips are really, really nice. Like, I highly recommend them. Lynn's Makeup Looks is not going to watch this. However, I feel like those lipsticks would be perfect for her, because I know that she does not like feeling things on her lips, which is very fair. To be honest, I don't either. Whenever a lipstick is too thick or tacky, I'm just slowly starting to become more and more okay with myself. It's probably my adult features coming in. My adult features are much more attractive than my teenage features. I was okay looking through my teenage life. I was never super ugly, except for when I was 12. I got a bad haircut once. I asked my grandma if I could get a haircut. She asked my mom. My mom said yes, apprehensively. That should have been the first red flag. So my grandma took me to somebody she knew. Not a professional salon. Oh no. You gotta save a quick buck, of course. So my grandma took me to somebody she knows. It was an older woman. I don't remember exactly what she looked like, but I remember she cut my hair, and she made me look terrible. And later we found out that she had bad cataracts. I came home and my mom was speechless. Like, rightfully so, that haircut was bad. I'm going to take a step back to blend out this eyeshadow with some white powder, and I will be back when I'm done with my contour. Okay, so, like I mentioned in my last look, I found a picture from 2022, summer of 2022, when I did a look and I noticed that my contour under my jaw went under my jaw and you could not see a lick of it, like, above my jaw. I think that might be my problem. So I'm gonna try going completely under my jaw, and although it looks horrible from below, I don't take pictures from below. So let's just do that. I'm gonna take the shade Powerful from the Ultraviolet palette. I don't know why, I just really, I think it's really cool to do my entire face with just the Ultraviolet palette. I waited a long time to get this palette because it's like $65, and I just couldn't justify to myself spending that much on a palette. But, you know, it's kind of worth it. I really, this has brought me so much joy, and I've only done 2 looks with it. Yo, I just got a notification that my GoVC Beauty order has shipped, and I'm very excited. I ordered a lot of really nice colors, because a lot of the colors I don't have and cannot make. I'm just gonna take a white shadow and go around. Get the fuck back in your gourd. My brushes keep trying to fall off my desk. I'm just gonna take a white shadow, like I've tried to say 3 times, and I'm gonna go around my jawline to make sure you can't see the edge of it from above. From below? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna be really honest, the reason I really like this palette is because I don't have to put a base down. I'm talking about Ultraviolet, as always. The reason I like the palette is because I don't have to put a base down for it to be ultra pigmented, because putting a base down really does suck the life out of me. I don't like doing it. If you can hear that rumbling in the background, I believe my fucking neighbor who... Get down the road. Jesus. I believe my neighbor who has a habit of cranking his car, working on it so fucking loudly during the middle of the day, nighttime, morning. I'm probably like 8 in the morning. Like, he does it, I believe, in like the spring. And he does it every fucking year. And it's so annoying. My parents and I, oh my god, it gets on our fucking nerves. We don't like our neighbors, we don't talk to them. I genuinely don't know if I could name you a single neighbor that lives directly around me. Occasionally I'll see one, like very occasionally one will come up and knock on the door to tell us something. Like, oh my god, one time, like earlier this year, I believe in October, it was like a random ass day, and I woke up to the sound of somebody pounding on the door, and apparently I was left at home alone without my knowledge. Apparently my grandma wasn't here, my mom wasn't here. I had to go open the door. So I was like half asleep, but I wanted to see what the hell they wanted to be knocking on the door like the fucking police. And it was one of our neighbors, I think. And he had started to walk away from the door, but then I think he heard the door opening and turned around. And there I am in my fucking pajamas with a stained shirt, just standing there staring at him like, what the fuck do you want? And he notified us that we had a leak in our water pipe that had been flooding the backyard without our knowledge, because we don't go in the backyard that often. And I was standing there while he was talking to me, and I was like, I think I said this like 4 times. Alright, I'll relay that back to somebody, because I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. Internally, I was like, dude, you're talking to the wrong person about this. I was like, I'll tell my dad when he gets home, and he just would not shut the fuck up. I could tell that he knew that I wanted to go back inside, that I wanted him to leave me alone, but he kept talking about the water pipe. I'm just like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. That is not my expertise. I will tell my father when he gets home. Now get the hell out of my yard. We have no milkshakes. You are not supposed to be in our yard. Bro, let me just tell you, speaking of milkshakes, this is also drink related. I made a slushie in my fucking mini fridge the other day on accident. I had it up way too high, and I went to open a can of soda that was on like near the top shelf, like the middle shelf, and I noticed it was very, very cold, so I was like, ooh, this is gonna be crisp. And I opened it, and I went to take a sip, and it was thick, and I was like, nope, that's not right. So I fucking took another sip, and I'm like, that's just a slushie. It has that icy consistency. That's just a fucking slushie. But I didn't want a slushie. I wanted a fucking drink. Yeah, that was not fun. So I had to get a different drink, which is no issue. I love my mini fridge. As I have said, I have like OCD symptoms, and if there is no organization to anything, I get very stressed out. Like, if I go in the kitchen and the refrigerator's a fucking mess, I just won't eat. I won't eat. I will, no. I'll be like, fuck this, and I'll go back to my room for a while. So, the freezers are like that too. I don't know why. We have like fucking a bunch of freezers and like 2 refrigerators, and they're still full. I'm just like, we don't need this much food, dude. Chill the fuck out. We don't need this many drinks. And every time I try to like have a tiny little space for my stuff in that refrigerator, it just gets cluttered immediately because people just fucking throw shit. No organization to it at all. So I get very stressed. I just don't want to deal with it. And my mom and dad know that. Like, I start shouting to myself, not at anybody. I start voicing how upset I am to myself. It's not enjoyable, I'm gonna be honest. People don't like when you complain. People do not like when you complain. So, my parents found a mini fridge that was pretty cheap. Cheap for a mini fridge. And got it for me. And I put it in my room. I cleared out a little corner for it. And it's sitting there. And it's perfect. It has a little freezer where I can keep all my shit. So all my frozen snacks, I can just pull them out and have a great time. Cook them just how I like them. And it's been so nice. I no longer have to complain about shit. Oh, highlight. This is the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Palette from Bellabeautebar. And we tried the shade The Star last time. And that's much more of a bluey indigo. And now I want to try the Magician, which is very much like a pink fuchsia shade. And I'm down for that, I'll tell you what. I hate that it won't show up that well on camera. Ooh, glittery. sometimes the larger, like, glitter highlighters get caught on the hair on my face, because I do grow a little bit of an excess of hair on my face. I do have long ass hairs. Long ass hairs? I'm considering buying some of the, like, baseless pigments. God, how do I say this? The loose pigments that are without the loose pigment. The loose pigments with a translucent base from Bellabeautebar. I'm considering buying some of those to use as highlighter. But I'm like, that will get everywhere. I'm talking everywhere. I don't know if I'm down with that. But the Bellabeautebar and D'Angelo Nicole pigments are really, really pretty. But I'm sure I have similar shades in my collection. I always say that right before I buy something. Like, directly before. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. Yum. Nose highlight. Let's go. Nose highlight. Every time I forget or almost forget to do nose highlight, I start regretting. I'm just like, well, what's the point of the look? What is the point of doing the look if there's no nose highlight? I become Edna mode. That is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that, but oh, this eye is looking rough on camera. It looks fine to me in the mirror, but it's looking rough on camera. Let's not bother with that. Let's not pay too close attention to that. You know what? You know what? Everything has a reason to be the way it is. I think that is a Martin Luther King Jr. quote. He definitely said that. That is so beautiful. This highlighter palette fucks. It fucks. Okay, I'm going to get the basic shape of my eyeliner down, and I will be right back. Okay, first of all, I lied. Second of all, I had this weird buzzing in the background of my last video that was very, very subtle, but I could hear it in my headphones. And I just figured out what it was. It was the buzz of my light up mirror, like near the microphone. Hate that. If that corrupts this video, I'll be pissed. But anyway, I had this idea. I did this once in 2022, and it was like for a Sugarplum fairy look. And I found it really cute, but also striking. Good lighting? Good lighting. Anyway, I found it very, very cute. So I want to do it again now, because I feel like I want to differentiate this look from the last one. So I have these here. These were meant for... what the fuck is it called? It's the airbrush? Airbrush. These were meant for an airbrush. These are airbrush face paints. My brother bought me an airbrush and the paints for it in 2021 for Christmas. And I tried to figure out the airbrush, but I get very, very frustrated with new technology. I'm like, I only like technology when it works, you know? And it did not work for me. I was like, this is stupid. So I don't know where the airbrush is. I still have it, but I don't know where it is. But I occasionally use the paints for like bloody looks or anything like that. And I know it's not good for me, but sometimes I put them in my mouth. I asked the dentist once, I was like, is that dangerous for my teeth? Should I not do that anymore? And he was like, I don't know. I'm like, okay. You know, when I got these, when I opened the box for these, I looked at them and I asked him how much they were. Because I get curious. When I ask how much something was, it's not because I care about the price. It's because I'm just curious. I want to see if it's like a good deal or not. And he didn't tell me. Because my mom got on me about, that's not a nice thing to ask. I don't care. You're not me. But one day I finally looked it up. Like this brand and everything. And these are so fucking expensive. I think it was like $70 for like 16 of these. I didn't want them anyway. Fuck. Oh god, it's all the way. Get off of me. Shit, you're crooked as hell. Damn it. Stop! Stop this behavior! I just dropped everything. But they're so fucking expensive, I'm just like, oh my god. So I almost feel bad for not using the airbrush. I'm like, this is not for me. He asked me if I would use the airbrush, and I was like, probably not. But he got it for me anyway, so That seems to be not my fault. If I say I'm not gonna use something, I don't like surprises. I don't like surprise gifts. If I am told I'm gonna get a gift or something, I want to know what it is. Because I'm not good at surprises, and I'm not good at suppressing my emotions when I open something. I mean, I am. I'll keep quiet about it if I don't like it, but my face will show it. The RBF is really, really bad. So I'm going to take, I have white, I have purple, and I have fuchsia. This is a purple look, so I want to do purple splatter. Not too much, not too little though. So I'm going to take, fuck you. I almost dropped the cap. Okay, damn bitch. If you didn't like me, just say that. So I'm gonna take, ooh, it's thick. That's thicker than I remember it being. This is expired. And I'm going to use a tiny little brush to mix these. I'll be right back when I got the correct shade. Alright, we got the correct shade. Not too deep, not too horrible, but this like muted periwinkle purple right here. I'm going to try to use this sparingly. Why is there a hair against it? That's not great. And I have a very dirty toothbrush for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna do this sparingly. Going for like that gargoyle effect, you know? When I was little, you know I love Monster High. I used to be really into Rochelle Goyle. I thought she was one of the prettiest dolls I had ever seen. Prettiest characters, and I still think that. So I've always loved the look of like gargoyle freckles. If you're into Monster High, drop your favorite Monster High character in the comments. I would love to know. My favorites were always Bellabeautebar, Venus McFlytrap, and Rochelle Goyle. I think that's beautiful. That really toned down this eye. And now I have this all over my hands. Lovely, amazing, beautiful. Yeah, that differentiated it from the last look. Alright, now that we have that in order, sticky, tacky, nasty. I'm going to take my leave to go do my eyeliner. Oh, fuck, my mirror's dead. Damn it. Okay, as you can see, I have filled in my eyeliner, and it's looking pretty cool, like almost rock starry, shout out to Starry, my friend. I'm really into it. It's different than my last look, which is what I wanted. Now, we're doing some, like, periwinkle vibes, right? And now I'm kind of regretting going with a warm tone for this, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so what I was thinking, where the fuck did I put it? Oh, what I was thinking for the outline, which, thank God I'm doing an outline, because I severely fucked up right there. You see it? That's bad. There's a shade in the Glisten and Lens Makeup Looks palette that is kind of perfect. If I mix this up, it should create a very nice, rich, not too dark, not too light purple, like periwinkle purple. This is the shade Sound Effect. Let's see what happens when we mix this up. I'm gonna squirt it right in the pan, like what I'm not supposed to do. That blue is gonna be a little bit overpowering, maybe. Yeah, I have lied to you. That is not a periwinkle. Well, I'll just mix it with one of these shades that do be purple, you know. Alright, so we got a bit of a jump here. My bad. Well, not my bad. I just wanted to get the menial stuff out of the way. I mixed up this here, like, muted purple bullshit. I don't know. I used a mix of the purples and that blue-purple combo from the Lens Makeup Looks and Glisten palette, but I had to mix in, I had to take shit in my own hands. I had to come in and save it. I had to mix in some of this. This is Mystical from VC Beauty. Yippee! I've noticed, I don't know if it's my user error, but the Glisten formula for their hydro liners is significantly softer than these, which I don't know if I'm a fan of, but I don't really care, because I'll use it anyway. Yippee! Alright, I'm gonna go in and fill my lips in with Cricket from Menagerie Cosmetics. I'm gonna take it on this here brush, this tiny itty-bitty little brush. I'm gonna slip that in my mouth. For some reason my mirror keeps going out. I think because it's like 2 years old. The battery is fucked. So like a fucking racquetball match, I keep having to switch my charger from my phone to my mirror to my phone. And I don't know why that happens. It's always very sudden and jarring, and I'm just, ugh. I can't wait till my new lashes arrive. I am in desperate need. Because I'm gonna be honest, these lashes are fucked. They fuck, but they are fucked, you know? I mean, I keep using them after 2 years. I was so happy to see they still sell them. Yeah, I begrudgingly found this out when I wanted more of these lashes. The style that those lashes are in is called Daddy. I don't like that. I don't think so. Gonna need you to back the fuck up, sir. I love Menagerie Cosmetics. Oh. Oh yes. Oh yes. I might need to get a backup of this. Like, it's I know it's a staple, because, like, fuck, if you have a black lip, the goths and everything, they're gonna need that. If you are a brand that serves up, like, colorful lipsticks, you need to have a black. You have to. And maybe a white if you're feeling frisky. I've noticed Menagerie Cosmetics does not have a white lipstick. Could that be hard to formulate? Yes. Could it be useful? Yes. For who? I don't know. But there's a first for everything. I'm having to leave my lens and glisten palette, like, open, so it'll dry the fuck out, because I went to mixing that motherfucker and it was mushy. And it was disgusting. Hell no. Alright, let's get into this. Wow. Yo, my palette's been heated. I set it on top of my computer stand. I think you can see that. I think alright, let's swatch right here. We might have to go with some beautiful extravagance. Let's just swatch this on the lips. Everybody has to shut the hell up now. Alright. I know what we're doing this summer, Ferb. Can I just say, if I had to describe this palette in one word, yum. Because it is absolutely delicious. Don't eat makeup. Don't eat makeup, but the color story of this, the formula, chef's kiss. Nobody ever fucking talk to me ever again. Me and this palette are about to have some romantical time. Sometimes I worry that the people who make things are gonna see how I behave, but it's perfectly natural to have a palette make you feel this way. Ask any makeup artist. I'm gonna go in with this Sunset Makeup black shade from the Goth Contour palette, and we're gonna fuck. Not fuck, but we are going to fuck, as in, like, look great, you know? Don't quote me on that. Will you shut the fuck up? Oh my god, this mirror is buzzing. It didn't used to do that. It's like there's bees in it now. The bees are dying, so they've fucking come to wreck my life. Yippee! This is not something to yippee over. You stop that, mister. I need water. Water. Talking a lot really wears my throat down, so my throat gets very scratchy. Scratchy, itchy. And it's not pleasant. So, I'm learning to drink more water. I've also learned that the caffeine in soda makes me anxious, more so than usual. Sometimes when I'm uploading videos on YouTube, you know, when you go to the creator studio, I like to look at my analytics. I don't know if analytics, no thank you. I like to look at my analytics, I think that's how it's pronounced. And I recognize that I have a bunch of new subscribers, which is very nice. Thank you for watching. And I also have a substantial amount of views. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of people don't appreciate longer form content anymore because our attention spans have been, not mine. My attention span is fine. I don't know why, but it is. But attention spans are not great nowadays. You know what I fucking hate? I hate when somebody will comment under a video about something that was addressed in the video and they're completely wrong. Like, the video literally explained it. I'm just like, did you learn anything? It's like, you couldn't wait till the end of a 30-second video? What the fuck's wrong with you? Some people let their emotions control their insanity, and I just don't fuck with that. Those are lopsided. Oh no. Isn't this beautiful? It started out rough, but this is gorgeous, and it has a much different vibe to the other one. I noticed when I was sorting through the pictures of my last look, I really fucking put on that bitch face. I don't look happy. Sometimes I notice in my pictures, my pose is good, but my eyes are way too open for my taste. So I actively try to squint a little bit when I have my lashes on. That's what I try to do, because I want to offset that shit. I don't like to look happy and fun a lot in my pictures. That's just not the vibe I go for. I don't want to look intimidating, I want to look rock and roll. Oh shit, we should probably do details. I kind of want to do more gemstones. I'm gonna see what I got in my repertoire. These little Dollar Tree gemstones they're not bad. They are not bad. I really like them. Alright, turns out we're not doing gems. I don't fucking feel like messing with them. Maybe next time, perhaps, when we don't do a purple look. I know this is the second one in a row, but I like this box. I went with some dots around the things. I love accentuating. I can't speak today. I love accentuating the points with the dots. It makes me feel very much gestury, you know? And I fuck with that. I do. See, some of it is uneven, like heavily uneven, but I will not take pictures from the front. I am going to pose on my right side forever. We will not be having any of that. So I'm going to put lashes on, and I'm going to put everything else on, and I will be right back. Listen, I toyed with the idea of wearing nails. I even got the nails out, but I don't have gloves, like fingerless gloves that would match this tone of purple. So I'm using that as an excuse. I was also going to use my black corset, but I found out it has a hole, a very distracting hole in the part where you connect it, which is not cool. Not cool, bro. God damn. Hey, god damn. Lord have mercy. So, we're doing gloves again. We're doing a different color of glove. Don't come for me. I need everybody to shut the fuck up. Immediately. I really like the way this hair oil made my hair look the other night when I did the last look. So I'm gonna do it again. I've also finally found a hair care routine that works for me. I shampoo once to get it clean, and then I shampoo again to get the benefits of the shampoo, and then I deep condition it. The ends of my hair get really frizzy, and I don't exactly like it. So this is what we're doing. Oh yeah. This fucks. I knew it would, but it fucks. It does make my hands very soft though. I will tell you, I've been having so many hangnails recently, and it is not fun. I hope I put the lashes on right. They look good. I'm not looking at you, and I know that. I'm staring at myself. I think that will be all for this video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching till the end. I really appreciate it. And I promise this will be the last purple look for a little bit. You never know. I will be coming at you with more Christmas looks very soon. Thank you for watching.